Let's be honest, folks, most of us don't clock in each day expecting to dodge danger. We go to work assuming we'll get the job done and come home safe and sound. But the reality is, for millions of people, the workplace can be a risky place. Every year, countless workers are injured or worse, lose their lives on the job. That's why workplace safety isn't just a box to check off. It's about respecting the people who make the business run. It's about looking out for each other and making sure everyone goes home to their families each night. I recently visited NEBOSH Packaging, a company with 2 factories churning out cardboard boxes. Factory 1 hummed with efficiency. The equipment was modern, the workers were alert, and the safety protocols were clearly posted and followed. Factory 2, however, was a different story. The air was heavy with the smell of stale cardboard and machine oil. The equipment was old and creaky, and the workers seemed defeated. It felt like 2 different companies operating under the same roof. As I walked the factory floor in Factory 2, I noticed things that would make any safety expert cringe. Wires dangled precariously from machines, and warning signs were faded or missing altogether. Forklifts zipped around corners with reckless abandon, and workers used makeshift tools that looked like they were cobbled together with duct tape and hope. It was clear that safety wasn't a top priority here. I learned that Factory 2 had a recent history of accidents. Just a few months earlier, a worker had lost 2 fingers in a horrific accident involving a paper guillotine. The machine lacked proper safety guards, and the worker hadn't received adequate training. It was a tragic reminder of what happens when safety shortcuts are taken. The incident sent shockwaves through the workforce, eroding morale and trust in management. Section 5. Getting to the root of the problem. We sat down with the workers to hear their concerns firsthand. They spoke of feeling ignored, undervalued, and afraid to speak up for fear of losing their jobs. They revealed a culture of silence, where safety concerns were swept under the rug to keep production humming. It was a sobering reminder that behind every accident statistic is a human being whose life has been irrevocably changed. Section 6. Leading the charge for change. The management team at NEBOSH Packaging knew they had to take action. They realized that ignoring safety wasn't just morally wrong, it was bad for business. Accidents cost money, lost productivity, worker compensation, and damage to equipment. But more importantly, accidents cost lives, and that was a price they were no longer willing to pay. Section 7. Investing in a safer future. The first step was to invest in safety improvements. They brought in new equipment, upgraded existing machinery with proper safety guards, and implemented a rigorous maintenance schedule. They also created a system for workers to anonymously report safety hazards without fear of reprisal. Section 8. The power of training and education. Next came training. They brought in safety experts to provide hands-on instruction on how to operate equipment safely, identify potential hazards, and respond effectively in case of an emergency. Workers were empowered to take ownership of their safety and that of their colleagues. Section 9. Building a culture of safety. Perhaps the most important change was the shift in attitude. Management made it clear that safety was no longer negotiable. It was the top priority. They implemented a system of rewards and recognition for employees who consistently followed safety protocols and reported potential hazards. Section 10. The domino effect of positive change. The results were dramatic. Within a year, accidents in Factory 2 had decreased by 75%. Worker morale skyrocketed and productivity actually increased. The investment in safety had paid off in more ways than one. Section 11. Safety, a never-ending journey. Creating a safe workplace is not a one-time fix. It's a continuous process. It requires ongoing commitment, communication, and a willingness to adapt and improve. But as the story of NEBOSH Packaging shows, it's a journey worth taking, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is that everyone goes home safe.